Yes, my fans, this is your boy Bunny again, and I come to have a little talk with you, my fans, one more time. But as I always said, if it is your first time on the channel, remember to like and share, comment, and subscribe. Now, what am I going to talk about today? I want to talk to you, my fans, a little bit about farm worker, Jamaican farm worker. I mentioned in a video before where I talk about Jamaican farm worker. And what am I talking about today is when I was around the age in my 20s, I was in my 20s, and I see people leaving Jamaica and go to farm work and come back. And when them come back from farm work, them always a little bit wealthier than how they leave Jamaica. And I always said to myself, I would love that experience because I'm very hardworking. So I know personally if you're a lazy man, you can't think enough going on farm work. But I was very hardworking as a young boy coming up. And when I see these men come back from farm work, I always say to myself, I would love to have that experience. And it's go on in life, and when card giving out in the district, I always try to get a card, but it's never come my way. And you know, I try and I couldn't get a card. I almost give up. And one day my next door neighbor come to me and said to me, would you like a farmer card? And I was delighted when he asked me a question. And to my honest, the man ended up bringing me a card. And I went, do the test. I was around 25-year-old at the time when he gave me the card. So it's 5 years along the journey where I'm trying to get this card before I get one. So I get this card and I went and do the test. And I passed the test in Kingston and I get the privilege to go to America and farm work. But I'm sharing this experience because I'm telling that the experience that I gather on this farm work trip, it was amazing. I remember when we finished all our tests, I wouldn't go through all the process of the tests that we go through, but I remember when I go through all my tests and I get my little farmer card to like a ID card. And when we're supposed to fly the morning and we all meet up to go to the airport, and all we men that, you know, traveling to the airport, and this is what my first time gonna travel, and I'm telling you, I feel proud. 25-year-old man going to America and farmer, I feel really, really good. So we get to the airport and we check in and we board the plane and we fly into Miami. The journey was excellent. It was 1 hour and 20-minute flight. I check it from the time we lift up in Kingston Airport to Miami Airport, 1 hour and 20 minutes. And when we land in Miami, we have the Greyhound bus come, and the Greyhound bus pick us up. And at the time, it was about 3 Greyhound bus was traveling from the airport when they pick us up, because we pick up in different bus. But I remember when I was leaving Jamaica, they gave us $50 each. $50 each. Now the journey from Miami to New York is 3 nights and 3 days traveling on bus. Now they could have fly us. I don't know why they never fly us from Miami to New York. They chose to take us on bus. So for 3 nights and 3 days, I would say 3 nights and 4 days, put it that way, we travel along this journey. And every state that we go, we stop and we refresh ourselves. So we have to, that $50 that they give us, we have to spend that $50 wisely. You can't spend off that $50 one time. else you will go hungry for the rest of the journey. So you have to buy things and spend the money liquor for that 3 night and 3 day. But for me personally, because I know I was gonna travel, I did get some US myself, and I'd keep them with me. So I think I did have about 60, 70 US dollar when I was going up. Anyway, while we were going up, some of the man them run off a contract. We don't even reach America, farmer good. But I think it was about 2 or 3 men. They must be planned their way out. And before they reach their journey, they disappear. But we end up go to camp and everything. And I'm telling you, my fans, my friends, and subscribers, when I reach to the camp where we're gonna stay, I realized that we end up in a trailer park. And it's like a caravan site. We actually live in like a trailer body. But when we go into the trailer, them was very nice because they're like 3 bedroom trailer. Three of us share one of them. We have our own kitchen, we have our own bedroom, and we share bathroom. And it was a wonderful 6 week experience. But my worst part of this is when I wake up the next morning, because when we get there the night was night. And when I wake up the morning and I look through the window, I saw the grass white. The grass was white, and I'm wondering to myself, why is the grass white? No, I could be stupid because, a Jamaican guy never see anything like this in my life, and go to America and wake up the morning and look outside. And when you look outside at the grass white, you think, why is the grass white? So I get up, I put on my clothes, and I walk out. When I go out there, it was freezing cold. So I walk on the grass, and when I walk on the grass, all I could hear is cricket, cricket, cricket. It sounds like I'm walking on broke up backer. You know when you break up glass and you walk into them and you hear them go cricket, cricket. That's how the grass sound. So I come back in and me and them guy was talking, and some of them travel farm work before and them have the experience. Anyway, we get ourselves ready and everything, and I think this was the weekends. So the Monday we supposed to go to field now, and the yellow bus come to pick us up, to take us out of field to go pick apple. So when we go outside the field now, and we go inside of the apple grove, when you see the apple them on the tree, the apple them look beautiful on the tree, man. Nice apple them just ready to just pick. So you go and you touch the apple like this, and when you touch the apple, your finger stuck to the apple. And I'm thinking, your finger stuck to the apple. The apple them freezing cold. And that's why you have to pick them. And I remember the bus would drop us, never leave. The bus was still in camp, a field, park up. And then told us that when we work for a certain amount of time, we have to go back to the bus and warm up our hand by the engine and then go back in. So, the experience that I face on farm work, to me it was a nice experience, but it was horrible for the first time. And I managed to do, I think I'd done 3 weeks in the apple. And one day I got to field and they gave us a sack to carry on our stomach, or pick the apple and put in. And it weighs 75 pounds when it's full of apple. And I come down off of the ladder, like back way, come down. And when I come down, there was a apple on the floor. And I walk on that apple, but the apple never burst, it rolled. And because it rolled and I have that weight on me, I twist my back. So I was off work for a good 3 weeks, couldn't work. Now, don't get me wrong, they did look after me by sending me to hospital, get treatment and stuff like that. But my experience is while I was there getting my treatment, they decided to send me to a place where they're gonna examine me. And some friend said to me, look, don't let them do certain things to you because they will damage you. Anyway, I got through my thing and I was at camp and everything happened and I managed to go through that and I feel good. And there was because I was working for 3 weeks, they was coming around and doing recruit for people who want to go to sugar or cut cane. So I said, because I feel so good in myself now because of my back pain gone and everything, I now feel no pain. I went and do the test. And I passed the test to go to sugar, which is cane, to cut cane. And I was accepted. Now, what I should have done at that stage, I should have asked them to send me home when I injure my back at the Apple Farm. But no, I go and take another test. Now, that was good for them because if I did send me home, they would have to look after me because I get injured on the farm. But I leave and go sugar because I passed the test. When I get to sugar now, I was a whole week wasn't working at sugar before we start cut cane. So by then, me feel fit and everything. And I went to cane and I started to cut cane. Now, cane work is a different complete work from apple because apple you go up the tree and you pick and come down. Cane you bend for chop cane. So I went there and I think I do 1 week in a cane. And then I hurt my back again. So by hurting my back again in a cane, I couldn't tell them that I did have this problem from apple because I passed fit to go to cane. So while I feel sick now, I have to stop work with a back pain that I hurt my back again and was going through medical treatment. So while I was going through the medical treatment, them decided that they're gonna send me to do a test at the hospital. But some of the whole farm worker them told me, don't let they finger you because they then put them finger up, they will burst something because they don't want to pay you out and damage you and you can't do nothing for the rest of your life. Now, it could be a stupid argument or whatever it is, but I listen to these farm workers. And when I go to the camp, then decide that they're gonna check me for pile, where they're gonna put them finger up my bum and feel around for pile. Now, because of what the farm worker then said to me, I listened to their conversation and I said, look, I am not gonna accept this type of examination. So I refuse from the doctor to push his finger up my bum and feel around for whatever I'm looking for. Now, what the doctor do? He write a report and send it back at camp and told them that I refuse treatment. Now, that's one of the biggest mistakes I make, and it's only because I listen to people. So what happened here? They called me up in the office and them asked me about this thing, and I said to them, look, this man want to push his finger up my bum and blah blah blah, and I tell him no, he's not gonna do it. So well, the doctor turned to me and he said to me, the camp manager turned to me and said to me, look, we can't do nothing for you because you refuse treatment and we can't help you, so we have to send you home. They sent me back to Jamaica, no documents that me can go to a doctor to get any treatment. I went back to Jamaica several times. I go to Jamaica, I pee blood, I go to doctor, I have to pay my own money. So I go to America, I get injured in America, I get sent home, I get nothing. So the only thing I get in America is I think it's about 4 weeks of work that I do. All the rest of the time, I think I spend 8 weeks in America. And out of the 8 weeks, I only work 4 weeks. The rest of it was sickness. And I get nothing for the sickness. That is my experience in America. I could go deeper into it because there's more that I could go into, but you know, sometimes you have to use a bit of wisdom, you know. So when we're talking, you have to like lap some stuff. But this is my experience on farm work, you know. So I'm saying here, I'm sharing my story, and if you ever travel farm work and you have any experience on farm work and you want to share it, leave a comments, you know, or if you want to talk to me and we can share this information more, you know. But as I said, don't forget to like the video, don't forget to share the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, and you don't miss any video that goes up. And I just want to say a big thank you for taking the time to watch this video, you know. Feel free to leave a comments and a feedback on this, because I would love to know other people experience that they have on farm work. So this is my experience. As I said again, I could have talked about more because there's more things I could put in, but you know, I don't want to outline too much of the input into the video, you know, because I don't want to scare anybody. Because let me tell you something, I see some things happen to man and farm work. Some of them mad. I see man lose their eye. I see man lose their finger. I see man lose their hand. Some serious things happen on farm work. So I'm telling you, I don't want to scare anybody. I know nowadays farm work is not like those days, because most of farm work now is not like my days or the earlier days when they was using manpower to cut cane. They're using machine now to do most of these work now. You know, my father used to go to farm work before me, and my father used to come back and tell me how he was picking orange. And when he go out of field a man time to pick the orange bunch that he's supposed to pick the orange snake wrap around the orange them, because the orange warm, the rind from it warm. So what the snake then used to do, the snake then used to wrap around them, and they have to pick them. And it used to scare me, because I used to say to myself, how can you pick orange with snake on it? This thing used to scare me, you know. But let me tell you something, the experience that I have, I see some size snake, you know, and I wasn't cutting green cane, I was cutting burn cane. But there's man out there that cut green cane, and these green cane, that's where the insect them is. I see man go field and come back with big wild hog around the neck when they kill in the cane field. So my fans, farm work in America is a big experience. So if you've never been to farm work in your life and you want to know, speak to somebody who travel farm work. Probably some of them who go to more than one, because in farm work you have different crops. Some people go to tomato, some go to cabbage, some go to cane, some go to orange, some go to apple. There's different farm work crop where people go out there and do. So, you know, speak to somebody. If you're a young man and you want to get some experience, speak to somebody who went on farm work and have this experience. And then you can have a talk with them. But as I said, this is a boy Bunny, and I'm only sharing my experience with you on farm work. God bless you. Stay safe, be blessed, and don't forget to hit that subscribe bell button and be a part of the family. Peace, love, I'm out. Bless up, bless up, bless up.